Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to learn about Redux toolkit basically, and how to configure the state management in your React application. Okay, so assuming that I am fresher, okay, like I am a beginner, I have never worked with Redux toolkit, and this is the first time I am going to configure Redux toolkit in my React application. So I will do entire thing in this video, assuming myself as a fresher, as this is the first time I am going to see about Redux toolkit. So first I will show you, this is my counter application, guys. Basically this counter application which do a plus minus plus whatever, normal counter application. So if you go through the code, this is we are using use state, use effect, handle counter and functions. So now what I will do, I will migrate this into Redux toolkit. Basically I will not going to use all these things. We will use state management to do all the counting, whatever it is performing now. As of now we will do the same thing, and for that I have already installed it in my packages. You can see I have already done one step, because that is going to take time, so it will increase the length of the video. So what I have done, as I said, guys, I am new, assuming I am new, so I will take entire thing from documentation. Okay, so we will go to here. Okay, we will go to Redux toolkit document quick start, and the first thing we need to do is we need to install Redux toolkit as well as React Redux in our React application. So that I have did, and you can see over here, I can see Redux toolkit is also there, and React Redux is also there. That is done. So let's move to the second part. First, see, if you want a Redux, if you know the flow, it will have a store. Main component of Redux is a store, reducer, action, and component, the subscriber and all that things. Okay, so first what we need to do is we need to create we will create a folder in which we will say that entire Redux will be there. So in this folder you need to create a store. Store is the first thing which we need to create. So don't panic, nothing. We will go to the documentation. We will copy the things. I copied the reduce store. So this is the fine. We created the store. Our store is ready. Okay. Now once you are done with the store, what you need to do, we need to wrap our entire application. You can see this is app.js. In that, inside app.js we are calling counter. So you need to wrap all of your application with provider. So provider, okay. So this is provider, and provider will take a props, that is store. So what we have done, we have created a store here, so we will use that store. So we will pass store equal to our store. So where is our store? You can see the path, it is coming from Redux folder store. So our basic configuration, the Redux is connected to our application, React application. Okay, now what we need to do, let's see what they have done. So if you will see, so see, same thing. Okay, same thing they need to do. So they have wrapped it. Now we need to create slice. Okay guys, slice we need to create. So see, over here you can create a separate folder for slice, component wise component. Okay, so as of now I don't have anything, so I will just create one slice, that is counter slice.js. okay, counter slice.js is my slice. So I will do one thing, I will just copy the entire slice from there. Okay, so I will just copy this and I will paste it here. So all these things I will remove it. Okay, so increment is fine, decrement is fine. This is the increment by amount that we don't want as of now. So this you can whatever as per your requirement you can do it. So this is the actions. Okay, so as I said, Redux has 3-4 things. Okay, first is store, which we have created. The second one is action, which is here, increment and decrement. Then we have reducer. So reducer is the entire part over here. Name we have kept is counter. This is the initial state. Initial state value is equal to 0, because they are going to create a counter application. So in counter we are going to have 0 only. So all this is fine. So now this reducer we need to connect with our store. So we have reducer here. So what we can do, we can directly import. I will do counter reducer. Okay, I will do counter reducer from, you can see, counter slice. So counter slice, there we are going to, why it is giving error, counter reducible value is never read. Okay, so over here we can read the value. So I will just remove it. because it's not going to be an object. So I have directly used it, guys. Okay, so directly used it. I will show you what will happen. Okay, still already included file name, this sound differ from file name. What is this? Counter slice. No, let me change the file name. I don't know why it is giving me error. So I will write my count slice. Let me see, is this fine or not? This is fine. Over here I need to my count slice. Okay, this is done. Now we need to go to our application, which is counter. Okay, over here I don't want all these things, so I will just comment it down. So this also is done. I need to import it. Okay, so I will just copy paste things from here. So not this, yeah, these are the things I want. So I will take to import. Okay, first use selector to read the value from reducer. Okay, use dispatch to dispatch an action. Increment and decrement are the are the reducer, like a action basically. So it is in our Redux and it is inside our my count slice. So all this is done. So now even we need to do this. Okay, so I will do this here. This is fine. I don't want show all apart. And over here dispatch is there, so I just need to dispatch for minus I need to dispatch decrement, and for plus I need to dispatch increment, as we have created that. So I will take this, plus it will be like here, and here also I will paste the same thing. Over here I will just do decrement. So now guys you can see our part is done. Okay, but I hope this will give me an error. Okay, so this gives an error. The error is cannot read the value of undefined. It will be like that only, cannot read the value of undefined. Reading the value of undefined will be an error. I'll just remove it. Cannot read property of undefined. Okay, why this came? So we have copied it from there. So they have done state.counter.value. Okay, but if you will see in our store, what we have done is like reducer and directly given counter reducer. So to remove that issue, so what we need to do, we need to remove this counter part, because our reducer is only one. So I did it. Now you can see everything will work properly. But why I did this, I will explain you why. See my reducer. Okay, this is my reducer store where I have configured the reducer. Now let's go to their reducer, and you can see there. So they have done it likewise. So in place of that, if I'm using this, okay, if we are going to use this way, sorry, this way guys. Okay, so counter reducer I can do it here. So then over here also I need to write counter. So this is done. Again I got error. What was the name of it? Counter. So this is done. So we can remove all the code which you don't want. So this is how you can configure Redux toolkit in your React application. So if you have any doubt, anything, you can comment it down. Thank you.